Hello, good people. Today we present to you our path to one of the 7 wonders of the world. And because we did it, we give you 11 tips you must know before going to
Machu Picchu!
Welcome to Travel Tips and Recommendations with Nikki and Tommie. In this video, we focus on our trip to Machu Picchu, then we detail our travel experience, and finally, we offer tips and recommendations when traveling there. By the end of this video, we want you to have enough information to help add to your memorable experience to one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Tommie.
And we are Jones Getaways
It's
by
true.
Dream Vacations, a travel agency that wants to help you experience the amazing of the world.
That's true. And we are retired Army veterans with more than 50 years of active duty service to our country.
Yes.
If you haven't joined us before, why not? Good news is you're here now.
If you enjoy our content, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment. We are all about sharing travel knowledge, inspiration, and great times with you.
You ready?
Yep.
You sure?
Let's go.
All right. Before even knowing we were going to Peru, Peru wasn't even on our bucket list. Well, it wasn't high on our bucket list. So how did we end up in Machu Picchu?
So we had discussions with some of our friends, which are fellow franchise owners. Shout out to them. And we were talking about going on a FAM, which is a familiarization trip to Peru. And this FAM is a trip for travel agents to go on that we can learn as much as we can about the process, the destination, and any details that will help us truly understand the destination for our clients. We learn about the different locations, airlines, tours, hotels, and even cruises that they sell.
So let's get to the tips. Tip number 1, consult your physician before you go.
Absolutely.
First, to make sure your heart is good.
Yep. Yes.
And then you may need medication for elevation, nausea, and dizziness.
Yes.
So we flew into Lima, Peru. What an amazing city.
Yes.
Lima was the first sign that we were going to have a good time, a great time on this trip. And little did we know, we were meeting an angel in person, finally, named Edson.
Yes. Edson Chacon. He's the owner of Kendall Journeys, which is a destination management company, a DMC. And we spoke to him about 6 months prior to going to Peru, and we discussed everything that we wanted to see, and Machu Picchu was definitely high on our list.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, tremendous. And even though we saw several major areas in Peru, Machu Picchu was definitely the highlight for us.
Yeah,
So
really
Kendall
stood out.
Journeys, the link will be in the description too.
So tip number 2, if you want to go to one of the top restaurants in Lima, make sure you book it before you get there. There's a lot of people there, and reservations are hard to get.
Yeah,
Okay.
we weren't able to get into a restaurant because we didn't know that beforehand. So
Lesson learned.
yeah.
We spent a couple days in Lima with our friends, new and old, and we'll talk about that in depth later. But the bottom line, Lima is definitely worth visiting.
Yeah, Lima was amazing. The beaches, the food, restaurants, the people were great. We had a great experience there.
All right, tip number 3, pay attention to the weight of your checked baggage.
How you know that?
Suitcase. Well, we were traveling intra-country, and what that means going from inside the city, in the country. So before we were getting on the flight to Cusco, I had to check in. My bag was just overweight, and with it being overweight, I had 2 options: either pay more money, or cross-load. So I ended up taking stuff out of my suitcase and giving it to my wife, giving it to our friends.
Shout out to Jen.
Yeah, and so I could get on the plane. So it was great. And then we ended up finally flying to Cusco, which was the capital of the Inca Empire. But I have one word for anybody and everybody and you: elevation.
Elevation. Yes.
Tip 4, acclimate at least 2 days prior, if you can, before you get to hiking up Machu
Yeah,
Picchu.
Cusco's elevation is above 11,000 feet, and San Antonio's here is 650. Lima was almost 500, and needless to say, I was winded. It took everything I had to get up to Machu Picchu before I passed out.
True story.
Yeah.
And I had never been in that high of elevation either. So, but our flight from Cusco or Lima to Cusco, my legs and feet did swell a little bit. So when we hit ground, we had to adjust. I had to do my laces and just walk around and get the blood flow.
Yeah.
The worst part is our friends from Denver didn't have any issues. So
no problem.
Boo to them. You know who you are. Yeah. So we stayed a little ways from Machu Picchu. We stayed in the Rio Sagrada, which is a Belmond hotel in the Sacred Valley, and it was just awesome.
The most serene and relaxing hotel we have ever been to. There are no televisions in the room, which was great, and so it allowed us to listen to the nature that was around us. And we had breakfast the next morning, and there were alpacas out grazing the grass outside, which was, I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, and our room was spacious, you know, but it had a patio doors, which led to a deck. And right in front of us, no more than 50 yards away, was the base of the Andes Mountain with a river flowing through it, and just hearing those sounds. It was just crazy. And then our shower, you walk in the shower, it's got panoramic views overhead to where you can look up and see the mountains. It was crazy. Tip number 5, check the weather. Sunshine's not guaranteed, so make sure you have your sunscreen, your hat, glasses, everything you need to protect yourself, and a poncho if you need that. To get there, we had to get on the train through the Andes, amazing views. It was worth it.
Yeah, because hiking was not an option. Remember, we said we are retired military, and there was no way we were hiking up to Machu Picchu. We started in the town of Ollantaytambo, and we took the Peru rail train, which was, you know, it was a great train. It had this the panoramic views, the Vista Dome.
No, wait. You can choose to hike if you want to. And we can help you with that. It just wasn't for us.
No, we're not doing that.
But back to the train. Like I said, it had wonderful views, and it had entertainment, right? And so you had these 2 individuals in costumes. And at first it was a little off-putting because you're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
But then you realized it's cultural, and they were going to do a cultural dance. So they're walking through the aisles, and then they take you back to the last car, which is a dome as well, so you can see everything. Seats are on the side, so the middle is just open for dancing, and they perform for you.
Yeah, I think that was one of the highlights of traveling with friends. You know, you get to share those experiences, because that was a great time.
Yeah, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
And so we finally, after the train ride, we arrived to Machu Picchu, and our stop was in the town of Aguas Calientes.
There you go.
You know, and the excitement was just, it was bubbling over. I can't even lie. Tip number 6, use a guide. Guides are available once you get dropped off at the bus with the bus stop. But we, of course, booked ours through
Kindle Journeys.
Right, through Edson, Kindle Journeys. And he set it up with our guide. He was great.
Yeah, ever since we booked the trip to Peru, it just kept getting better and better. You know, going to Peru and seeing Machu Picchu was just like a dream come true. And our guide that we had with Javier, you know, could not say more, you know, accolades to him, because he was amazing the entire time.
Professional and warm.
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely.
And so we get on the bus, we take the bus up, and the bus literally goes this way, then that way, then that way. It's about a 25, 30-minute ride. And the wildest thing, you think hiking brings you excitement. It does, but so does taking that bus.
Yeah.
Because the roads are narrow, and one side of the road is the drop-off, and the other side is the mountain. So
looking out the window is challenging, because, of course, if you have a bus going up, you got other buses that are coming down. So if you're afraid of heights or anything, just make sure you look straight ahead. Give me your phone or go to sleep.
So now I'm going to give you 4 tips in a row. Drink water, hydrate. Wear hiking boots. Make sure they're fitted properly, because you're going to be stepping, and you need that traction and durability. Tip 9, Camelback works best. Keeps your hands free. And then tip 10, arrive early. The earlier you arrive, the less crowded it is, and you have more time to enjoy it, see it, and take great pictures.
Yeah. And when we finally got to the start of Machu Picchu, got off the buses and we were ready to go. There were restaurants and hotels there, and but you also do have to pay for if you go use the restrooms up there, which was a nominal fee, so it was fine.
And once you get off the train, there's bathrooms there that you can take. Tip 12, take your time.
Yeah, so much to see. You definitely have to take your time.
Mm.
You get your ticket, you go through the with the attendant, and then your guide takes you through as you're walking up. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know how long it was going to take us to get up there.
Yeah, there's different paths you can take, and there's signs that direct you to the different paths.
Yeah.
Bottom line is we ended up going up because you go up to the platform to see it, and it's tough.
Which our guide did a great job with getting us up there, because
That's
we
true.
go up a couple stairs, get on the platform, and he knew that people were going to be winded, such as myself. And so it gave us time to, catch our breath, because every few steps, and I had hands on my knees. I had to catch my breath. And not to scare anyone or anything like that, but just know that you will get, if you're not used to it, you will get a little winded.
And I was in very good shape then. Now I'm in good shape. But
I was too.
Going up, I'm just saying, going up, it was still a monster. Coming down, she didn't have no issues. But going through, you go up, you get to that platform to when you literally look down on Machu Picchu. It's breathtaking.
Yes.
It really is.
Yeah.
And once you have that picture moment, then you actually go down into Machu Picchu. And we don't have time to give you like a class on Machu Picchu, but there's so much amazement there, because the way where did they get the rocks from? They got them from the valley, right? Then they shaped the rocks. Then they brought them up to that point, and then they placed them like a puzzle.
Masterminds.
And you're just like, it's not a short walk. And those rocks are tons. And it's just, it's placed perfectly.
Of it.
For alignment with solstice, where the sun rises during the different solstices. It's just,
Yeah. People ask us all the time what our favorite destinations have been since we've been traveling full time with our agency. And, a lot of times it's our last destination, but Peru always comes up. Seeing Machu Picchu, in person definitely comes up, and that's one of the top destinations that we've ever been to.
Yeah, it's amazing. So would you recommend it?
100%. 100%. What about you?
Okay.
I mean, we've said it all. We said it's some great
True.
great aspects of Peru, of Machu Picchu that absolutely I recommend it.
Yeah, I would, hands down. I mean, first off, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. Secondly, if you like adventure, if you like amazement, if you like history, if it's a can't miss. You got to do it. All right. And so, since we recommend it, what would be your summary of Machu Picchu? If you had to just say a couple words about Machu Picchu, what would it be?
If you ever had a desire to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world, you must see Machu Picchu. It is beautiful, breathtaking, amazing. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So you have to do it. If you're able to do it, you must do it.
And we'll link the YouTube story of how Machu Picchu was discovered. But my little simple summary would be, it's everything. If you're talking about a getaway / vacation, and you want it to be remarkable, there's 2 things you need. You need a location, and you need a good DMC.
Absolutely.
Right. And we had those 2 things.
Absolutely.
And it flowed. And everybody on that trip will tell you, every day got better.
Better and better. Yeah. And, those are the things that we're here to provide for you.
Yeah.
We're here to enlighten you on, the travels that we've been on, and to also let you know what's out there and what's available. So,
because we don't want to be the only one experiencing this.
Yeah. No.
Right.
No.
So our goal in this video was to give you enough information so that if you do decide to go to Machu Picchu,
when you do,
exactly, which you should, we are hoping that this video makes it easier for you, and you even have a better time than we had, so that you're prepared and ready to have fun.
So if anyone has already been to Machu Picchu or been to Peru proper, just leave us a comment. Let us know what your experience has been like.
Please do.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We post weekly on Saturdays. as we continue to find the amazing the world has to offer.
Yes.
Also,
Bye.
check out our short videos. We can't say bye yet.
Oh, sorry.
Check out our short videos. And we post those during the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And just please subscribe to our page as we offer travel recommendations and tips off of the vast travel experience that we've had, not based off of a computer, but we've literally put our feet on the ground. Thank you.
Bye.